Well, after that, I don't think they'll be missing any more payments.
I agree. After all, who needs a pinky finger anyway?
No one, unless you have the jewels to show it off.
You mean like these?
Wait, what did you say about a finger?
Just that we
Well, let's just say that
we cut Sanderson's finger off.
Sanderson, the butcher?
Yeah, pretty ironic if I say so myself.
No, more ironic is that he used his own cleaver too.
Ironic? What were you two thinking?
The people who don't pay their debts pay the price.
I doubt he'll be missing any more of your deadlines.
Did either of you stop to think that a man who works with his hands to make money may need them to pay for our protection?
Why would one measly finger make a difference?
If he can't keep his business afloat, he won't need our protection. No business, no need for protection, no income for us. Do you now understand why he uses his hands?
We know he needs his hands. That's why he cut his left pinky finger off.
Only after making sure he was right-handed first.
That's no better.
I agree with Atticus.
What else is new? You always agree with Atticus.
Atticus this, Atticus that. Why can't he be more like Atticus?
If you two behaved more like Atticus, we wouldn't be having this conversation or this problem to deal with.
I don't see how this is a problem.
It's just one finger. He can still use his hands.
Do you even listen?
I don't understand what the huge deal is. We just did what was done last week to Freddie.
Yes, but Freddy's a bar owner.
So what? He still needs his hands for his job too.
I think you're getting just a little too bent out of shape over a pinky finger. Sanderson's finger can't be more valuable than Freddie's.
It isn't. But Freddie is a bar owner, and people drinking booze do not care about a missing digit. If you two had stopped to think for just 1 minute, you would have realized that nobody's going to want to buy meat from somebody missing a finger.
I never really thought about it that way. Why didn't you think of that?
Why do I have to think of everything?
You two have to use your brains all the time, because one slip and this business could come crashing down on us like a house of cards.
No doubt. Once people see his missing finger, they're going to start wondering what kind of meat's being ground up in the burger.
I don't know. Why?
We've never wondered before.
Maybe that's because Sanderson wasn't missing digits before.
But Sanderson grinds everything up into the hamburger all the time. I don't see what the big deal is.
The big deal is Sanderson takes care of a part of the business we don't discuss. Thanks to you two, the cops will be sniffing around where we don't want them sniffing.
You two should have thought things through.
Why? That's what you're for. You provide the brains, and we provide the brawn.
No doubt.
You're just jealous because we were sent to do the one tiny little thing that you could never do. Intimidate and take action.
Not everything needs to end in bloodshed. Why can't we just settle things reasonably without violence and intimidation?
Seriously? What is the point of all this power and influence if we can't use it?
That's not what it's for.
Which proves my power is clearly lost.
You're always too scared to get your hands dirty.
At least when I take care of business, I don't bring the cops to the door like you two do.
Oh, it's funny because I don't seem to hear them knocking.
Neither do I.
Don't worry, there's still time.
Enough! I don't have time to deal with your bickering today. We have business to attend to. And now I'm going to need everyone to work together in order to get the cops off our backs. Can you two do that?
Of course we can.
You?
Yes. But what about Atticus? Your favorite.
I'm not the favorite. I simply don't create more problems than I solve.
Quit it, you two. Does anyone have any idea how to solve this?
Just let me think.
Well, she's thinking perhaps we can offer a sale on hamburger for those in law enforcement.
That's an excellent idea, Atticus. It'll keep Sanderson in business and take the heat off for helping to make the money he needs to pay for our protection.
We could have thought of that if you'd given us a chance.
For sure. I know all about sales.
Sure you do, sweet cheeks.
Now that that's solved, we got some business to attend to.
What's all this?
We've been having some trouble on the streets lately, and we need some way to get the cops off our backs. Give them something else to think about. tired of them poking their noses into our business.
Let us take care of them.
You know you can count on us. Just tell us what you need done and consider it over with.
That head detective's been digging up dirt on us all over town. We need to find some way to turn his attention elsewhere.
How hard can that be?
He is only a cop. I thought we owned the cops.
This detective can't be bought. We need to find a different way to put enough pressure on him to back down from this investigation. This job is going to require discretion.
Which clearly counts them out.
Why? Who says that we can't be discreet?
Everyone who's ever met you, that's who. Unless what he's proposing involves flirting, I'm not sure you're the one for the job.
Why not? He is a man after all.
Not that kind of man. Don't you think if we could use a dame to turn his head and give us enough leverage to blackmail him, we would have done it already?
I suppose.
What do you need done then?
Let me take him out. Give me a chance to prove to you that I'm worthy to run this business.
I think you mean us?
Yeah, sure, us.
Come on.
Come on, we've proven that we don't mind getting our hands dirty.
I know, which is why you two clearly aren't the ones for the job. This job is going to require strategy, planning, patience, and discretion.
We can be all of those things.
Need I remind you how much you both cost me to convince the judge to look the other way the last time you dealt with a man in power for me?
That was different. He tried putting his hands all over me.
And there's no way I'm gonna allow anyone to treat her like anything but a lady.
Then maybe she should start acting like one.
Yeah, well, maybe you should.
She was obviously lady enough for him to try something.
You're just jealous because no one looks at you in that way.
I do all right, if you ask me.
Yeah, but
Enough! If you two hadn't botched everything up so badly, he wouldn't have thought he could put his hands on her!
you said you wanted him distracted, so I distracted him.
The trouble is, we only needed him distracted for long enough to get the goods on him and keep him away from his office. And after your flirting, he thought the best place to take you was his office. So when he started making his moves, you two overreacted and cost me a fortune to clean up the mess.
We had to sell it as a robbery gone wrong.
Since when have you ever had a concern about money?
Come on, Dad, all we're telling you and do it.
Enough! All of you! We can't afford another fiasco this time. This situation needs a gentler approach.
Just, we won't leave any witnesses this time. No witnesses, no mess.
Which means no payoff.
We'll just need to take bigger guns.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I said gentler. There should be no killing.
We can intimidate them.
Let us interrogate them.
A little bit of good cop, bad cop.
Ooh, that could be fun.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because this situation involves a high-ranking detective and needs a more refined, less messy touch.
Are you saying that we ain't refined?
He can't be. We're refined.
Yes, we are. And besides, whatever Atticus and that dim-witted Betty can do, we can do better.
Watch your mouth, sis. Some things can't be taken back. Speaking of dim-witted, need I remind you of your recent finger episode?
We explained that already.
You two go down to Sanderson's and talk to him about the sale on burgers.
We should include all the businesses the cops support, like Freddy's.
Yeah, he could run a burger special. Everyone raves about Freddy's Burgers, and he's been using Sanderson's for years.
True. Just make sure that the sale is good enough that he's able to stay afloat and pay up.
You got it.
Oh, while you're at it, leave the talking to Vinny.
Why?
I think you should stay outside. Make sure no cops come in and interrupt the rest of the conversation.
You think she can do that without killing anyone?
Of course I can.
Good point. Vivian, just stay in the car and keep your head down.
Why does he need to have all the fun?
Because you're the one who got us into this mess in the first place. Sanderson always pays. And when he's late, he pays interest.
Well, clearly, no one told us.
Well, clearly, no one asked.
This is all the thanks we get for showing some initiative.
Yes! We're trying to take the heat off us, not give them new charges to investigate. Please, just do as you're told. You two have cost me enough this month already.
Are you sure she's supposed to be here?
Our informant said she walked past the corner of Thursday and Lake on her way home from a lesson.
Well, maybe your informant meant another day. Today's Monday, Tuesday, Friday, not Thursday. And I don't see any lakes around.
For heaven's sakes, Benny. This is the corner of Thursday Avenue and Lake Street.
Why didn't you just say so in the first place?
I did.
No, you said at the corner of the lake on Thursday.
No, I said the corner of Lake and Thursday on Friday.
You know what? This would be a whole lot easier if all these streets and avenues just had numbers instead of names.
Shh, I hear someone coming.
Is that her?
I think so.
It's gotta be. She's way too beautiful to bother if she's not the right one.
She's a looker, that's for sure.
Addie. Addie!
What?
You have to focus, Addie!
You know you're not supposed to call me that. What kind of grown man lets himself be called Addie?
Sorry, I guess old habits are hard to break.
If my dad heard you calling me that, he'd break more than an old habit.
Sorry.
Drop it, you know? I'm having a tough time taking my eyes off this thing. Where do you think she's been hiding all my life?
She's been living her life on the right side of the law. Now, speaking of your dad, don't you think we best get on with what we were sent here to do? You know what happened to the last guy who didn't deliver?
Relax, Benzo. I'd rather not think about it. I'm above it. Plus, I don't think he'd do that to me. After all, I am his son.
Yeah, sure, you're his son, but what about me? He ain't got no loyalty to me. Now, if we're gonna do this, you better be sure it's her. If we're gonna do this, we better get to it. That is, if you're sure it's her.
It has to be her. She fits the description. Follow my lead. It's gonna be tough work picking up the movie star type. So don't blow it. I can't ask her. If I ask her, she'll see my face. And let's face it, this is a pretty damn memorable face.
You know what? You're right. I'll go ask her. You stay here. You'll just frighten her.
No. If you ask her, she'll see your face. And she'll be able to recognize your voice.
Not if I whisper.
What are you talking about?
If I whisper, it won't sound like me.
Where did they find you?
Find me, I was never lost.
Forget it. If you whisper, she won't be able to hear you either.
I don't think there's any winning with you.
If you want to win, you're gonna have to up your game.
Game? I didn't know he was playing any game. I thought he was kidnapping her for real.
Shh! Keep it down. I hear someone coming.
Gabby,
Yes.
forgot this.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Make sure you practice your recital pieces for next week.
I will.
See you next week.
Sure. See you then.
Let's get out of here. That's not her.
What do you mean? She just called her by her name.
We're looking for a doll named Gabrielle, but that beauty's name is Gabby.
Yes, Gabby's short for Gabrielle.
Are you sure?
This is getting painful. Yes.
You know, people should just stick to their regular names and forget about all these nicknames.
This coming from the guy who calls me Addie.
Hey, come on. I already said I was sorry. So, are we gonna get on with this, or am I just wasting my time?
Why? You got something better to do?
No, it's just that,
Get ready. Put your mask on.
What the? There's something wrong with this thing. It's useless. I can't see.
Here. What would you do without me?
Probably not be so confused all the time.
Hey, Linda! Can you grab me the shift schedule for this week, please? I need to make some changes.
But you haven't changed any shifts from the rotation for the last 2 months.
Maybe. I need someone to cover me on Friday. I have an extracurricular job I have to do.
Why are you doing extracurricular jobs? I thought you barely had any time off now.
I don't, but money's tight. I want to keep Daisy in the style she's accustomed to.
That may be difficult. Don't Daisy's parents only stay with the Lakeview that goes on for miles?
Yes. I promised her he wouldn't live in the house I inherited from my grandparents forever.
I see. Maybe once Joe gets his promotion, you can find some time to relax and have Joe work the evening shifts.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for. If I can get Joe to work the evenings, I'll be able to pick up some other work.
I'll go get you the schedule.
Thanks, Linda.
Here's the schedule.
Thanks.
Your wife's here.
I wasn't expecting her.
Well, she's here and doesn't look happy.
How angry does she look?
Let's just say you don't want to keep her waiting.
All right, send her in. I didn't know you were coming.
I came to bring you your lunch.
Thanks. Sorry, I guess I forgot this morning.
You mean you're sorry that you stormed out when I asked you for money?
Yes, well, no. I shouldn't have stormed out.
No, you shouldn't have.
I'm sorry, I was just frustrated that I don't have any money to give you. I know I'm not providing you the life I promised.
If you had a better job, we'd have more money. I'm tired of money always being an issue.
Once I get promoted, I'll bring more money in.
Are you sure we don't have any spare cash?
No, you'll have to wait until the end of the month. Having to replace the stove took all our spare cash.
But you promised I could get those new shoes before they don't have them anymore.
I'm sorry, I told you, have to wait until the end of the month. For having to replace the stove took all of our spare cash.
Last time you said there was no money, you took the boys out drinking to celebrate. Where did that money come from?
I earned that moonlighting doing some extra security work on the side.
Well, clearly you need to find another way to make more.
I don't know what you want me to do, Daisy. I'm doing everything. I give you everything I can. I'm doing my best, Daisy.
That may be. But my dad always makes sure my mom's able to go shopping at the bridge club. They warned me you'd never be able to keep me in the style I was accustomed to.
Now you know that's not fair.
Fair or not, perhaps I should have listened.
Your father makes his money off betting. You know that in my position, I can't be seen betting in back rooms. I'd lose my job. Then there'd be no money coming in at all. We've been over this. I'm doing the best I can.
Well, what you're doing is clearly not enough to keep me in the latest styles.
Once you get promoted, things will change. A promotion will come with a big raise with more regular hours and overtime pay.
Well, in the meantime, you'd better figure out how to give me those shoes or I'll take them out of the grocery money.
Well, if you do that, what will we have to eat?
You mean what will you have to eat? I can go eat at Mom and Dad's, and you know full well how well that will go over with my parents.
You wouldn't.
I would hate to, but a woman's got to do what a woman's got to do. See you at home.
See you. I warn you, maybe late.
Don't wake me unless you have money for the shoes.
I don't know where you expect.
And if you don't, I'll leave a pillow and blanket on the couch.
Hello, is someone there? Please help me, there's been a misunderstanding. I shouldn't be here.
Well, look at what the cat dragged in.
Should have been left in the alleyway where they found it. Mangy little thing.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't found, I was taken. Help me, please.
See, that's where you're wrong. You're exactly where you're supposed to be.
And where is that? I'm supposed to be at home and that's clearly not here. Let me go now.
Observant with the blindfold, isn't she?
And here I thought she was just as oblivious as the flatfoots who patrol the streets.
They're not flatfoots. You just wait and see. They'll come looking for me and then you'll be sorry. Help!
You're the one who's going to be sorry if you don't quit making all that racket.
My dad's going to find me, arrest you, and then we'll see who's going to be sorry.
The only way you're getting out of here is if we let you out. And in order for that to happen, our demands need to be met.
What demands? What are you talking about?
Let's just say that once the cops follow through on the conditions that we have, we can talk about your release.
Until then, you're all ours.
The police will never do business with you. My dad is too much honor to stoop to the likes of you.
Listen to her. The likes of us? Why doesn't she know who we are?
I don't know. How can she not know?
Have you been living under a rock?
No.
And you really have no idea who we are?
That's what I said, isn't it? Why would I know who scum like you are?
Watch it. I thought everyone knew all about us. They said we were famous. Why would they lie?
I don't know. Maybe we're still making a name for ourselves.
Once word of our escapades hits the streets, people will be lining up to do things for us.
Yeah, maybe we'll be the bosses and we won't need to get our hands dirty.
We'll be living a life of luxury without a care in the world.
Can someone please tell me who you are and why I'm here?
Well, we're the Morello twins and you're here until the cops agree to our terms.
Our boss hopes that your dad can convince the cops to see things his way, and you're the insurance that he can get them to listen.
Police will never come to any agreement with the likes of you. My dad's going to find me, and when he does, you're going to be sorry either of you ever laid a hand on me.
Oh, we'll lay more than a hand on you if they don't come to agreement. Which part do you think I ought to send as a message first?
I don't know. We got in trouble for the finger the last time.
Last time? What do you mean last time?
The last time a person who opposed us, we took his finger.
Who would have known that cutting off a finger would have been that messy?
I don't know, but when you hit the artery, blood just starts spurting everywhere.
I've never seen blood shoot like that!
Now look what you've done. Now we gotta wait till she comes to before we can torture some more.
I guess it's a good thing that I brought my nail file.
I guess I can clean my gun.
Joe! Joe! I'm so sorry. I told her that you're busy, but she wouldn't listen. You can't come barging in here anytime you want.
I told you, this is an emergency. I need Joe.
So come back with me. Joe can come talk to us as soon as they're done.
I don't have time to wait.
You clearly look upset. What brings you down here today?
I'll just go back to my desk.
We'll let you know if we need anything.
Okay. Thanks, Linda. We love you, Linda. We don't know what we'd do without you, Linda.
Joe, I've looked everywhere. Have you seen?
Have I seen what?
Not what, who? Gabrielle. She didn't come home this afternoon.
I haven't seen her since this morning. Maybe she had to stay late in practice. Her recital is next week.
No, that can't be it. She's been practicing night and day and is more than ready. She's never this late. I just know something's wrong.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation.
If there is, I don't know what it would be. I just know something's wrong. Call it mother's intuition.
Let's just give her a bit more time. I'm sure that when she shows up, she'll have a good excuse for being late.
Excuse me. Just came for you.
What is it, Joe?
This can't be. This can't be.
Wait, Shirley, did I hear you say Gabrielle didn't come home?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
This can't be true. I refuse to believe it.
Believe what?
This letter says they have Gabrielle.
Who?
I don't know.
Why would they send a letter?
I don't know, but we have to find out.
Who brought this in?
Guy walked into the station, handed me this, told me to make sure I give it to you as soon as possible.
And he didn't say anything else?
No, he just said to come straight inside, deliver it to you, and make sure you read it.
Well, you should have asked them more questions.
How was I supposed to know? I'm just a secretary. How am I supposed to know protocol?
You never take anything without asking more questions. You should have asked them more questions or brought him in here with you.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Give her a break, Joe. She's not a cop after all.
Give her a break? We're talking about my daughter here. Hell, I don't have time to worry about her feelings. My daughter's out there somewhere and needs our help to find her.
Our daughter? Will someone please tell me what's going on?
Gabrielle's been...
Been what?
Well, it appears as if your daughter may have been kidnapped.
What do you mean may have been? This says she's been kidnapped.
You can't be serious. This can't be happening. No, Joe, you have to do something now.
We will, Mrs. Buchanan. We deal with cases like these every day.
Joe, I told you your job is dangerous. If anything happens to our baby, I'll never forgive you.
We're going to find her and bring her home. We'll find her, I swear.
So do I. Gonna find her.
Why couldn't you have just sold cars like my father wanted you to?
You know I ain't nowhere to take her. I could never settle for moving metal when the streets aren't safe. I couldn't live with myself if something happened.
But can't you see something has happened? And to our daughter. Perhaps if you'd done your job better, Gabrielle would be safe at home, not out God knows where.
I don't think that's fair, Mrs. Buchanan. Joe's the best detective we have. We'll figure it out.
If you're both so smart, one of you tell me why they'd take our daughter.
Perhaps they want a ransom.
Did the letter ask for money? Usually kidnappers are after money.
I hope not. There ain't no money in the till. We're barely scraping by as it is now. I don't think there's any way we could afford a ransom.
This doesn't say anything about money.
If they don't want money, why send a note?
I don't know, but we'll figure this out. I promise.
I'll never forgive you if anything happens to her, Joe. Do you hear me? I'll never forgive you.
Please, don't overreact. We'll start getting the word out. Follow all the leads we can.
Overreact? Overreact? My daughter's missing, and none of you have any idea why.
If I can't find her and bring her home, you won't have to forgive me, because I'll never be able to forgive myself.
We'll find her and solve this. I know we will.
I hope so.
Now please, go home and wait for her. Keep the blinds down and the doors locked. You ain't safe either.
Are you sure I can't help here?
No, Joe's right. We'll get Linda here to stay with you in the evenings after work. That way, you won't have to wait alone.
Don't I even get asked? What if I have plans?
Do you?
No. But what about my cats? How am I supposed to get there?
Oh, we can get an officer to drive you to your place and you can feed them along the way.
Suppose that's better than taking the bus home.
Hey, Rookie!
Yeah,
Go get some fingerprint dust so we can dust this note for some identifiers.
will do.
Let's hope these fingerprints will give us the lead to follow. Start from scratch ain't easy.
What are you two doing back here? I thought you were looking after the prisoner.
You called her a prisoner?
No doubt. You cannot prove her with a feather.
Who's watching her? Both of you are here.
No one. She passed out, so we have to get something to eat.
Yeah, there was nothing to do but sit and watch her, and we got hungry.
What if she wakes up? She could escape if she's alone. What if someone hears her?
No one's gonna hear her. We left the radio on upstairs.
Yeah, no one will hear her over the radio.
You left the radio on in an abandoned building, and you don't expect anyone to investigate.
No. Why would they? It's abandoned.
Don't you think hearing the sounds of a radio in an abandoned building would be just a little bit suspicious? What if somebody comes in to investigate the radio, they turn it off, and they hear her?
We never thought about that.
Obviously! You shouldn't have left her alone! Or at least left one of you to watch her!
Down. As soon as we get something to eat, I'll go back and turn the radio off. There's no way she'll have come to that quickly.
Come to? What do you mean, come to?
When we were telling her what we do to people who oppose us, she fainted.
When she fainted, it was just like that guy from the corner market. When he passed out, he was out for like 3 hours. We had to wait forever for him to come to.
Yeah, but the second time was only for 30 minutes, though.
We have plenty of time to get food before she wakes up.
When you go back, make sure you keep her comfortable. Feed her and let her go to the washroom.
Why can't you send Atticus to babysit? Why do we gotta do it?
Good point, Vinny. Our skills are clearly lost on babysitting. If I had wanted a dog, I would have asked for one. Your precious Atticus has nothing better to do. Get him to do it.
Or are you too scared that your favor's not mean enough?
Now, I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. See, if you're scared that your little crotch eating air can't cut the mustard, you're scared that he can't get the tough jobs done. That's why you'll always need, rely on us.
Or, unless you think the job needs some kind of finesse.
It's almost like you're ashamed of us.
Thanks.
What? I'm not that scary, am I?
No, you just startled me. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for the receipt for our new stove.
I'm sorry, but I don't think you'll find that here.
Why not? Frank only bought the stove last week.
Yes, but he bought it off the guy who was peddling stolen goods last week.
Stolen goods?
Yes, stolen goods. The guy gave him a deal he couldn't pass up.
Oh, wait, what are you saying?
That you needed a new stove and this was all he could afford.
What are you saying?
That you needed a new stove and this was all he could afford. The guy offered him a new stove to look the other way. He overheard Frank saying there was no way he could afford to replace your stove. And the perp said, I think I know a way we can both get what we want.
What are you saying?
That the perp offered the captain a new stove to drop the charges, look the other way.
Drop the charges? Look the other way?
You have a new stove, don't you? How else do you think he could afford it?
Are you saying I'm cooking on a stolen stove? Please tell me it's not true. You're lying. I know it.
I wish I was.
He wouldn't do that. He would never do that.
Oh, really?
You expect me to believe my husband would make a deal with a criminal?
It was the only way he could afford it. He didn't want you leaving and going home to your parents.
Maybe I've been too hard on him.
He loves you so much, he's willing to try and make you deals to get you everything you want.
Are you saying this isn't the first time?
Now you're getting the picture. Where do you think those pearls are from?
These pearls?
Yes, those pearls. I don't think you have another string, do you?
No, he bought these for me for our anniversary this year. He had to save all year to buy them, worked late every Thursday to save enough.
Work late every Thursday?
Yes, every week, even during the holidays.
Oh boy, you do know that Thursdays are happy hour at Freddy's, and the burgers are 2 for $1.
No, what difference does that make?
The difference is that you've been duped.
Duped? What do you mean duped?
Those are real nice pearls.
Are you saying my pearls aren't real? Please don't tell me that.
Oh, they're real all right. When the Morello twins were in here for questioning last year, Vivian offered them to him if he dropped the charges and looked the other way. It was such a great opportunity that he went for it. He knew it was the only way he could afford pearls that expensive.
Are you saying they're stolen?
No, they're worth a fortune. The Morellos only wear the best. Vivian's brother Vinny promised her another set if your husband let them go.
Well, they are pretty.
Yes, and they would have cost the captain all the money he spent those late Thursday nights.
He shouldn't have lied to me. When I get through with them,
oh, you can't tell him. I'm not supposed to know, and he'll know I told you.
am I just supposed to overlook all of this?
I think you're going to have to. If you confront him, he'll be crushed. How else do you think he can afford any extras on the pittance he makes here?
I don't know.
Open your eyes, Daisy. In order to still do the job he loves and keep you happy, you have to find a way to get you all the beautiful things you want. Frank loves you and was losing his mind trying to keep you happy, till he found a way to keep his job and keep you happy. Do you not enjoy your new stove and all the nice things he gets for you when he can?
Of course I do. Maybe I've been too hard on him.
I think so.
Maybe we can work this information to our advantage.
What do you mean?
If you keep getting him to make me deals for expensive jewelry, I won't tell him you told me, which will mean you can keep your job.
This job? Don't you think I'd leave this job if I had anywhere else to go? You're gonna have to offer me more than this job to keep my mouth shut.
I didn't realize this job was that bad.
You have no idea.
What will it take to sweeten the deal?
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, hello, beautiful. I'm glad you're back with us. You gave us quite the scare.
How long was I out?
No longer than needed. What happened?
That woman was threatening me and telling me what she's done to other people she doesn't like.
I love stories. Which one was she letting you in on?
She started telling me about cutting some guy's finger off.
Is that better?
A bit.
I think I know why you passed out, darling.
I've never passed out before. She scared me so bad. I'm sorry. I seem so helpless and weak.
Not at all. Actually, I think you're quite brave. For a girl from the privileged side of the tracks.
Brave? How can this be brave?
Well, you're brave enough to talk about what happened without crying. You ain't hiding away in your own misery. I respect a girl who speaks her mind. Too many people hide behind their family names these days.
I'm too scared to cry. If I start crying, I don't think I'll ever be able to stop. I'm so scared. They scare me.
Put your brave face on. They ain't so bad. Just dim-witted. Can't help themselves that the life depended on it. I hope I don't scare you. I don't want to scare you.
You don't make me feel like you're going to hurt me or want to hurt me.
I assure you, I don't. Are you alright? I don't see any bruises.
Don't touch me! I don't think she hit me. Where is she?
Breathe. I ain't gonna touch you. I ain't gonna hurt you. She's gone.
Is he gone too? They're both terrifying.
I'm sure they were. Luckily, they had other things to do. So your bony little backside stuck with me.
Will they be back?
I don't know.
I hope not. I don't want them to come back.
It's a kidnapping. Get used to it. But I'm sorry about them. They're often a bit much and I have no idea how strong they come off. I never meant to hurt you. Here, I brought you something to eat. You've been here a while and I'm sure you haven't had anything resembling food. This ain't much, but it'll go a long ways.
I'm not sure I can eat anything.
Try not to be afraid. No one wants to hurt you.
I'm not so sure. That woman sounded awful anxious to inflict pain.
I'll try to keep her away. Count on it.
I'm not sure why she was so mean to me. I don't even know why I'm here. Do you know?
I don't know why anyone would want to hurt someone as beautiful as you are. Steal you from a showcase, maybe. But that's about it.
I don't know either. I've never done anything to anyone ever. Why are you being so nice to me?
Just trying to make the best out of a terrible situation. Business is business, but I don't need no blood on my hands. You really have to try to at least drink something.
I'm not thirsty.
Well, we can't have you getting dehydrated and getting sick. Please drink some water.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Who are you?
Just someone who's trying to make sure you're all right.
If you want me to be all right, untie me, please.
I would if I could, baby doll, but I can't. If people thought you were trying to get away, they might try to hurt you. And as hard as this is to hear, it's safe for you to stay put.
Can you at least loosen the rope a little? They're cutting into my wrists, and it feels like it's cutting my circulation off.
I'll see what I can do. Wow, these aren't too tight. Your hands will be purple by this time tomorrow.
That's because she tightened them and said, nice and tight. Can't have you wriggling out of these, now can we?
I suppose, but this is ridiculous. Is this better?
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry you're uncomfortable. I wish you wouldn't be here long. I wish there was more I could do.
You're not like them, you know?
Like who?
The others, the ones who did this to me, there's something different about you.
Never harm the helpless. But I ain't no saint. I've got a dark side too. You're just lucky enough not to have seen it yet.
No, there's definitely something different about you. I can see it and feel it even through that tough exterior, even if I can't put my finger on it.
Maybe once, but not anymore. I'm nothing but trouble, and you want no part of this. It's best not to know me at all.
I don't agree with you. I think you could take me away from all of this.
Listen, I ain't no knight in shining armor. And dames from your part of the world don't mix with the likes of me. I think you've read too many fairy tales.
We'll see.
Don't get your hopes up. Good night, darling.
Wait, what's your name?
Just call me B, Sunshine. Short for something special.
I know you're upset, Joe, but let me assure you, we're doing everything we can to try and find her.
I don't know what I'll do if we can't find her. I can't go home without finding her. I can't look at my wife without her breaking down into tears.
We'll find her, Joe. I know we will. We just need to retrace our steps. When was the last time you or Shirley saw her?
She ate lunch at home and then left her at a lesson.
Did she go alone?
Yeah, she always goes alone. It's only 5 blocks from the house.
Are you sure she made it to her lesson?
Yes, my wife went to go look for her and was told that Gabrielle's been so distracted that she almost forgot her instrument. And her teacher had to go out and take it to her.
We might need to get that teacher in here for questioning. It appears she's the last person to have seen Gabrielle.
I guess that's as good a place to start as any.
I don't know. Maybe we need to figure out why she was so distracted. Is there a young man she's interested in?
I don't think so. She's never mentioned a young man and spends most of the time at home alone practicing or reading.
Well, maybe she's found someone. Doesn't think he'll approve of them.
What are you trying to get at?
I'm just trying to cover all the bases. Maybe she's simply out visiting. Will show up soon.
I can't see it. Gabrielle's never this late and always stays in touch, especially after we discussed and explained to her about all the dangers that are out there.
Well, we all know how young ladies are, especially when a young man catches their eye.
I don't know what you're trying to get at. The only other place Gabrielle goes other than her lessons are to the store with her mother for groceries or to the library to get a new novel.
How often does she go to the library? Does she go every week? At the same day? At the same time of day?
Hey, can we ask him one question at a time?
Yes, please.
Okay. How often does she go to the library?
Whenever she finishes what she's reading.
Is that every week?
No, it depends how long the novel takes. Sometimes she goes twice a week.
Does she always go at the same time of day?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think these questions are getting us anywhere. Where are you going with these?
I'm just trying to figure out if Gabrielle could have been planning to run away.
Run away? Why would she want to run away?
I don't know. Teenagers often don't make sense.
Gabrielle is always dependable and trustworthy. We have to convince her into going out at all. She never wants to go out or do anything with anyone.
That's true. You're always saying how you wish she'd get out there with people her age and have some fun.
See? Maybe she's found someone. Doesn't think you'll approve of them.
I can't see it. We've never stopped Gabrielle from going or doing anything that she wants to. And if she wants to hang out with someone, all she has to do is ask.
I guess we'll have to interview the librarian as well.
Maybe she can shed a light on things.
Patrick, let's go up the crime scene. See if we can find any new leads to follow.
Yeah, let's take the rookie with us and teach him how to get fingerprints.
Good idea. Hey, Linda! Can you go find the rookie for us?
Yes, I think he's in the lunchroom.
He should have been done half an hour ago. Tell him to hurry up.
It's not like I have anything else to do. Linda, go get the rookie.
Did you say something?
Nothing important.
If this rookie's gonna make it, he has to learn to eat on the run.
I agree. We eat most of our meals on the go.
Here's the rookie. Caught him trying to take a nap in the lunchroom.
What? I was tired.
He doesn't realize that one's not supposed to sleep at work.
Newbie!
You'll get used to working sleep-deprived, rookie.
I wish I had time for a nap.
Did you say something?
Nothing.
Now, rookie, seeing as I had a nap, it's time to get to work.
My name's Lenny. Do you think you'll ever call me by my name?
Maybe when a new rookie comes in, we'll be bothered to learn it.
Why until then?
Because many don't make it until then. We don't bother learning names until we have to.
Is that true to me, Quit?
Unfortunately so. Streets are a tough place, and many buckle under the pressure.
By the way, Joe, you still owe me a burger for the last guy who quit.
You want to go double or nothing?
Sure.
Can I get in on the action?
Sure. Rookie, you better not let me down.
It's Lenny and I won't.
If you do, I won't hear the end of this.
You can count on me.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're around after the case is closed, I'll buy you all around in a burger at Freddy's. That way, everyone wins.
Who's Freddy?
Guy owns this joint we cops go to. Makes the best burgers you'll ever eat.
You'll never want a burger from anywhere else.
That good?
If you stick around, you'll find out.
Why does anyone really know my name?
Time will tell, rookie. Time will tell.
So, have you heard back from the Flatfoots about meeting our demands yet?
No, I was hoping you two of them now.
Let's hope we hear back soon. I am so tired of babysitting that high and mighty snob. My talents are being wasted babysitting that wasted space.
Since when do you question the orders that I give you? And who's looking after if both of you are here? I hope you didn't leave that radio on again.
No, we won't make that mistake again.
But I told you that I didn't want her left alone. So who is with her?
Atticus, I hate listening to her complain about the food we're giving her.
Why is she complaining? I told you to keep her comfortable.
Oh, we are. It's just that she doesn't like the food that we like to eat. And I'm not driving across town to get her what she wants. I have better things to do than cook something special for her.
Why haven't they met our demands yet?
I guess they're trying to get her back without giving us what we want.
But you'd give anything to get me back, right? You wouldn't leave me in their custody, would you?
These situations require time and patience to be handled properly. You two just be ready to release her when the time is right. Make sure she has nothing to complain about.
She shouldn't have anything to complain about. We're waiting on her hand and foot.
Good. Make sure it stays that way. I'm sure it will all be over soon. Just be ready to release her when I give the word. Now go back and look after her. Pick up some dessert on the way.
Will do. I could use a piece of pie too.
You didn't even answer my question.
I shouldn't have to. Now get going. I need Atticus back to help me with these numbers.
Would you like some dessert?
Why are you being so nice to me?
I guess I'm just trying to make up for what the other two are doing to you. Sorry they're not so nice.
I don't think they have any idea how to be nice at all. Is there a reason they're always together?
They're twins and have always done everything together.
How do you know so much about them?
I've been best friends with Atticus all my life, and Vivian and Vinny are his older siblings.
They keep talking about Atticus, who's supposed to come look after me too. I'm scared he could be worse. Apparently he's supposed to take over their boss's business.
How do you know all this?
I pretend to sleep most of the time they're here so they talk without realizing I'm listening.
That's likely for the best.
They said that Atticus was here, but I've never met him. And they never mentioned you, Benny. Why don't they talk about you?
Well, you see, when Atticus was busy, I volunteered to come look after you. By the time he makes it here, you're always asleep. And we always make sure that he's here when we switch, so that they don't know I've been here.
Thank goodness. They don't speak very nicely about Atticus, so I'm not sure I want to meet him. Can you keep coming when they're not here? I like it when you're here, and you untie my hands, which always feels nice.
I'll try. But you better not tell them I untie your hands, though. If you do, they'll never give me a chance to look after you again. I enjoy our time together. I've never met a woman like you before.
I've never met anyone like you either. I don't understand how you could let Atticus get you caught up in all of this. Doesn't a life like this bother you?
Well, you see, I haven't known a life that wasn't like this before. I'd have nothing without Atticus.
Benny, why can't you see that you're so much more than this life? You're not a kidnapper, and you're not like them. I refuse to believe that you're like them.
You don't know what I've done, Gabrielle. I've always had responsibilities, had to do what's required of me. I've had to take charge to get things done. Atticus is destined to take over the business, and when he does, I've got to be there for him.
I hear you, but Benny, isn't it time you made your own decisions?
It's not that simple. I owe everything I have to Atticus and his family.
I'm telling you, you need to find a way. We could find a way. Being able to live without looking over your shoulder or breaking the law is a great way to live.
You've shown me that life can be so much more than I ever imagined. Before you, I never would have believed there was another way to live.
There is. I wish you'd let me show you.
I wish you could, but they never let me out. They never let you get anywhere near me.
We could make a life away from all of this. A life full of love and support, not a life full of threats and violence.
I never would have believed it, but you're starting to make me believe that it may be possible.
Erica, what is she doing without her hands tied?
And what's all this? Are you having a picnic with the prisoner?
It's not a picnic. That's the first thing I could find to put food in.
Excuse me?
Why are you bringing her food?
Yeah. Dad said we're in charge of food, and you're just supposed to watch her when we go home to sleep.
She wasn't eating what you two been providing.
Benny, what's going on?
Benny? Benny's not here.
But...
Atticus, have you been bringing that idiot Benny in here? You know Dad was adamant when he said no one was to know where she is.
Benny, please, I don't understand what's going on.
You didn't tell her who you were?
Yes, he did.
I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, truly. I think my brother Atticus here has been posing as his best friend, so you wouldn't know who he was.
You two know nothing, like usual.
Why would he do that? Atticus is way more powerful than Benny.
Yeah, maybe, but you see, Benny's not a mobster.
Why would he do that? Why would you do that?
Once I saw you, I couldn't have you think that I was the same as my brother and sister.
Oh, I think he likes her, Benny!
Are you finally telling me a dame finally caught Atticus's eye?
You two know nothing, like usual.
Are you really Atticus?
Yes.
How could you?
Once I saw you, I couldn't have you think that I was the same as my brother and sister, so I led you to believe that I was Benny.
I don't even know what to say.
Let's examine these fingerprints and try to get a match.
I hope we come up with a lead soon. I'm starting to get worried. I need to find her.
Joe, you look terrible. You should go home and get some rest. I can help take it from here.
You don't understand, Captain. If I don't find Gabrielle, there's no point in me going home. My wife's already blaming this on me, and if I go home without a lead or my daughter, she won't let me get any rest anyways.
You have to realize, she's just as worried as you are.
I know, but blaming me for the decision I made years ago doesn't help matters.
Hey, Rookie!
Never seems to be here when we need them.
I'm still thinking of ways I'm spending the money I'm gonna make.
We'll see. That's none of it yet.
Yes?
Could you go get the mugshot book so we can compare these fingerprints to the ones we have on file?
We're hoping we can come up with a match.
Will do.
Thanks.
When I get back, will you guys show me how it's done?
For sure. More sets of eyes, the better.
Can I see those for a minute?
Sure.
I think there's a smudge here. Can you see it?
I'm not sure. Let's get them under some light.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
No! What did you do?
It was an accident. I was trying to make sure they weren't smudged.
Smudged we could have worked with.
It was an accident.
What am I supposed to do with these? You always tell us that there's nothing more important than preserving evidence.
Maybe we can fix them.
Yeah, we'll just dab them with this.
It's not working. It's only smudging them and making them worse. They're ruined.
These were our one solid lead.
Well, maybe you guys can go out and collect them again. And this time, make sure they aren't smudged.
Go out and collect them again?
Yes.
How can you even suggest that? It rained last night.
As long as the area is still dry, you should be able to collect them.
You know full well that these prints were gathered outside and any remaining fingerprints would have been destroyed by the rain.
Sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
I guess we're back to chasing down leads.
No. We still have that teacher to interview.
Let me do that. It'll give me a chance to teach the rookie how to interview and make up for ruining the fingerprints.
Are you sure?
If you two can go work the streets for more information, it'll help Joe do more than stare at that board all day.
That's true. I could use a change of scenery, and if I'm out, I won't have to face my wife when she comes to bring me in my lunch.
Let's sell then. You two at the streets, we'll do the interview.
You've a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
That's pretty brave words from someone tied up.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be tied up. Vivian told me it was you who kidnapped me. How could you?
You gotta understand, it was just a job.
Was flirting with me and getting me to trust you all part of the job too?
No, that was real. I've never felt this way before.
Is that Benny or Atticus talking?
It's me. The real me. The one I've been hiding from everyone but you.
I don't think I ever knew you at all.
Don't say that. I think you're the only person who's ever really known me. You not knowing who I was made it easier for me to let you get to know the real me. The person. Not Atticus Morello, mob son and future heir.
But you are Atticus Morello, mob son and future heir. And you're the reason I'm here. Or did you forget that?
You show me that there are other choices.
That was before I knew who you really were.
Don't say that. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I can't even think straight. Girl, you got me tied up in knots.
I've got you tied up in knots. I think you're forgetting I've been tied up in knots for days.
I keep hearing you tell me that I can make something of myself, away from this life. Every time I close my eyes, it's you that I see. Gabrielle, do you think you can ever forgive me?
I want to, but I don't think I can ever trust you again. When I learned the truth, it hurt more than these ropes.
I never meant to hurt you. If we leave, all I can offer you is my heart and commitment to look after you every single day. Every time I close my eyes, it's your face that I see. And every time I open my eyes, yours is the only face I see. My life is nothing without you.
I wish I could believe you.
You can. Can you honestly tell me that you don't have feelings for me?
No, but it's not that simple, and you told me that.
Oh, but it is. A life without you is not a life worth living. Please tell me you'll find a place for me in your life.
I don't know. I don't fit in to your world. You belong in your world, and I fear that I belong in mine.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that. We can make it work.
How can we? Outside of this room, the world is against us, and I don't think we can win that battle. I can't go back to my life and have you in it any more than you can have me in yours. This is a fairy tale. I'm afraid it isn't going to have a happy ending.
It may have started that way, but I refuse to let this end. Our story can't be over. It ain't over.
You would say that. Your family always gets what they want. Those of us in the real world don't. Life is cold and empty, like this building. There's no life here.
That's where you're wrong, Gabrielle. This abandoned building is more full of life with you in it than it ever was in its prime. You put the Ritz in the Ritz. Believe me, we came here often before it shut its doors, and nothing it had to offer can compare to you.
Even if that's true, I don't see how this can work out for us. Outside of this room, the world is against us, and I don't think we can win that battle.
Trust me, I'll make it work. Somehow, some way. Just promise that you'll be by my side when I make it happen.
There's nothing I want more than to be able to get out of here and share my life with you.
Hey, Linda. could you run down to Freddy's and snatch us a couple of burgers?
Sure, I have nothing better to do. Linda, go get the rookie. Linda, find the papers I need. Linda, go get a couple of burgers.
They didn't even ask if I wanted one.
Did you say something?
No.
There's gotta be something here that we're missing. I just know it's here. Why can't I see it?
I don't know. But if you don't get any sleep soon, you won't even be able to see any evidence at all.
I can't sleep until I find her. My daughter is out there somewhere and needs me to find her. What kind of cop am I if I can't even find my own daughter?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hello, honey. What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be at home waiting for Gabrielle.
How can I sit at home doing nothing? I am sick and tired of doing nothing. I need to do something.
Maybe you can prepare a few of her favorite desserts to keep you busy while you wait.
Great idea. She'll be happy to have them when she gets home.
You mean if she gets home. I know full well that the more time passes, the less likely we are to find her alive.
Now, we don't know that for sure.
Believe me, Mrs. Buchanan, we're working tirelessly trying to find her.
Well, if that's true, why aren't you finding out what they want?
You didn't tell her. We know what they want.
No.
Why not?
Well, if we give them what they want, they get away with taking Gabrielle too.
What do you mean to? Do you know who has her?
Not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly?
We know what their demands are to release her.
Well, give them whatever they're asking for.
I wish it were that easy. If we give them all the evidence they're asking for, we'll have nothing. We'll likely never find Gabrielle.
Well, what good is all this evidence if you don't have her? If you keep all this evidence, all you'll have is evidence that you cannot do anything with, and they'll still have our daughter.
She does have a point. Captain, it's your call.
I don't know. They're asking for years worth of evidence linked to open cases.
We're fresh out of ideas and need to find our daughter.
Have a heart, Captain, and give them what they want.
I don't know. We've been putting this case together for years.
What would you do if it was your daughter?
She's right, Captain. Unless it's happening to you, you can't possibly understand.
I don't even want to pretend that I understand what you're going through.
Wait. If we give them what they want, they did say that they'd release her if we didn't retaliate.
Then I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Give them whatever they want, Captain. This is our daughter.
I don't know. Forgive them. They're asking for years worth of evidence linked to open cases.
If that's all they want, then give it to them. This is our daughter. How can you hold on to all of this when our daughter's life is on the line?
It's not that simple.
Why not? You can gather the evidence again.
She's right. I'd rather spend my time investigating the suspicious activity and have my daughter safe at home than spend my time trying to find her.
Finally, you're starting to make some sense.
Captain, the choice is clear.
I don't know. They're asking for years worth of evidence linked to open cases.
Please, Captain, give them what they want.
If you do, I'll donate extra time to help solve the open cases and gather evidence.
Me too. No promotions with my daughter.
What did you say?
That a promotion's not with our daughter.
How can you risk our daughter for...
I told you it's not my call. It's the captain's.
What are you waiting for, Captain?
Well, we were waiting to gather enough evidence to force them to let her go, solve the open cases, and make the higher-ups happy.
The higher-ups will be nothing compared to this mother's rage if anything happens to my daughter when clearly you could have prevented it.
I was...
If she's not home this afternoon, you do not want to know what I'll do.
I don't know about you, but I really don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
Is she always that scary?
No, but I've been on the receiving end of that anger before, and you don't want to be. If we don't find my daughter and bring her home by this afternoon, you may need to find a new head detective, and you may have to deal with my wife's rage from the other side of the bars.
He's right, man. I drove them home after our all last nighter, and she was so angry when he got in the door that I could hear in the car as I left.
For the love of all that's holy, I've been looking for you everywhere.
Not far from home now, am I?
I guess not. What's not into you lately? You're not going soft on us, are you?
Don't kid yourself. I'm just doing me. Sometimes that don't include y'all.
You haven't made a joke on my behalf at least. That's not you being you. What's on your mind?
I'm just done with it, Benny.
Done with what?
This, all of it. The lying, the thieving, the damn family trees.
Wait. This is all about that dame that's turned your head, isn't it?
Watch that tongue while you still have it, Benny.
What's gotten into you lately? Ever since we went and kidnapped that beauty, nothing has been the same.
Should it be? Is that what you wake up with the passion to do? To rob people of their innocence?
I'm not even sure I know you anymore.
Well, get used to it, because I ain't doing it anymore. You've been my mate since day one, but this is too far. Too much. We're not good people, Benny. How do you kiss your mother with that mouth? The same one that manipulates the entire city.
Why do you have to be so mean? You know full well you're the only one that's ever cared about me. What am I going to do if you want to leave all of this behind? That's all I have.
I need your help, Benny. I'm sorry for leading you down this path all those years ago, but we need to make this right.
Patty, don't you get it? You're the only one that has never let me down. You're the only one that even really gives me a reason to get up in the morning.
Then put your faith in me one more time. I need you. I've needed you before, but have been too proud to admit it. Not anymore. I need you on my side. You're the only one I can trust.
I'll always be there for you. You know I'll always have your back, but if you're thinking of leaving all of this behind, well, it's
ludicrous, absurd.
Why can't you just use words I can understand?
Crazy?
Yes, it's crazy. You know that even I know there's only one way to leave this business.
Well, that's the chance we're going to have to take. Are you with me?
I guess so. Because if you're not here, there's nothing left for me.
Pack your bags, kid. We got work to do.
Is that all you're going to tell me?
For now, I think that's best.
Have you got the questions ready, rookie?
Yes.
Captain, teacher's here for interview.
Thanks, Linda. Send her in.
Bring the witness in, Linda. Thanks, Linda. We don't know what we'd do without you, Linda.
Did you say something?
No, sir.
Got the questions ready, right?
Yes.
Valerie, this is the captain. He'll be asking you some questions this evening.
That'll be all, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
Have a seat, please.
Thank you, Captain.
Do you understand why you're here?
They told me that when they came to get me that it was about Gabrielle Buchanan.
Yes, it is. She's missing and we're looking into what happened to her.
I don't know how I can help you. The only interactions with her are for her lessons.
When was the last time you saw her?
When she left my lesson earlier this week.
Was she distracted?
I don't think so, but she did forget her instrument.
Is she in the habit of forgetting her instrument?
No, this was the first time.
So her mind was on something else. Was she meeting someone?
I don't think so. We never really discuss anything about her lesson. She's a very focused young lady who always wants to do well. Gabrielle always practices, is always prepared, and plays flawlessly. She's the perfect student.
So you're saying she plans things. Rookie! Make note of that.
Got it.
So you can't say for sure if someone was waiting for her.
No.
You didn't see her after she left?
Yes, I had to go out to
Linda!
Yes.
Please take the rookie and show him where to get coffee for the witness.
I know where
Go
the-
with Linda, and she'll show you.
Let's go, rookie. Linda, get the coffee. Linda, babysit the rookie.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Okay, let's get back to business. So you were saying how you saw nothing and no one after Gabrielle left her lesson, correct?
No, I was saying that I saw her on the street.
But you couldn't say anything for sure.
I can say that when I called Gabrielle for her instrument, that it looked as though there were two suspicious men on the street.
But you didn't report it?
No, there are often strange people in our neighborhood since the Ritz closed down.
And you didn't think to say anything before.
I thought I would tell you about it when I got here today.
You do realize this means you can be charged with withholding evidence and as an accomplice in the kidnapping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I'm not guilty of anything. I just want to go home. Can I go home, please?
Well, if you'll just assure us that you didn't see anything, you can go home. Otherwise, we may have to charge you as an accomplice, keep you in a cell with other criminals, and wait till we can interview you again. Now, do you want to go home or to a cell?
Home.
So to be clear, it's your statement that you didn't hear anything and it was too dark to see anything on the night of Gabrielle's disappearance.
Yes.
Here's coffee, madam.
Thanks, rookie, but we're done here.
But
Gabrielle didn't hear, Valerie didn't hear or see anything on the afternoon of Gabrielle's disappearance. So she's of no help to us.
He's right. I don't know anything that can help. I'm sorry.
Linda!
Yes.
Please take the witness and arrange a ride home for her.
Okay, this way, please. After all, I clearly have nothing better to do.
Atticus, is that you?
Sorry to disappoint. Like I said, I ain't no knight in shining armor.
Addie!
Why does she get to call you that, but I don't? Drop it. Let's get her out of here. Wait, that's why we're here? Atticus, are you kidding me? No, keep it down or nobody's going anywhere. That includes you. Go watch the door and make sure we don't get caught, alright?
You're getting me out of here? Is it safe? I always knew you were the good guy.
You were right. I should have been better. I can be better. I will be better. You deserve freedom, a life, a love.
Love, wait, did you say love?
I didn't say anything. I just know that a woman like you deserves the world, and I plan on giving it to you. Regardless of the outcome, you're the reason that I've changed. The reason I wake up with a purpose in the morning. I keep hearing your voice echoing through my head. I can't go a second without you in my mind. You deserve the life you had, not this. I won't let your potential be wasted.
My potential? You're the one with wasted potential. The hours when you're not here are unbearable. The only thing that keeps me going is waiting for you to come through the doors again. If a life of freedom means a life without you in it, I'm not sure I want it. I think that
I love you, Gabby. And if that's the life you choose, I'll continue to earn my presence in yours every single day.
Oh, Addie, I love you too. You've made me realize that I can't go back to a life without you in it. There's just no way. No, what I mean to say is that there's no way I will go back if it means living without you.
I promised I'd find a way. Are you with me?
What do you think?
Atticus? Oh.
Careful, you're wrinkling my suit!
Shut it up, wrinkle more than your suit.
You don't understand. This is my best suit, and I can't afford to replace it.
It's clearly difficult to meet on your side of the law.
Why anyone would settle for a life where it's difficult to make ends meet is beyond me.
I come from a long line of boys in blue, and I wanted to be a cop ever since I was old enough to walk.
Well, if you're so dedicated, why are you collecting from our side of the law?
Believe me, if I could keep my wife in the style she's accustomed to, without crossing the line, I would.
Hey, Dad, you brought in the trash.
And he's still in one piece. For now.
What do you mean for now?
What hat did you say you were?
Relax, Vivian. Let's just see what he has to say first.
See, Viv, are you glad I stopped you before you started taking trophies?
I suppose.
Please tell me they aren't serious.
I wish I could.
Can I ask why you didn't simply ask if you wanted to see me?
Well, I wasn't sure you'd come under the circumstances.
What circumstances? We gave in to your demands and it cost me a promotion.
I don't think you're seeing the big picture here. Better a promotion than your life.
My life? What do you mean my life? What's changed?
What's changed? What's changed? You take my son after we had a deal and have the nerve to ask me what's changed.
Your son? We haven't taken your son.
The deal was we would release Gabrielle after you gave us the evidence.
We did.
No, you snatched Atticus.
No, we didn't. And if you release Gabrielle, why hasn't anyone seen her?
What do you mean?
No one's seen her. You were supposed to release her unhurt yesterday.
She was released yesterday, right?
Yes, no one's in the warehouse.
Her ropes were cut, and there was no sign of either of them.
What do you mean her ropes were cut and there's no sign of her? I asked you two to release her. Are you telling me that you didn't release her?
Yes?
And if you didn't release her, who did?
Atticus.
Why did Atticus release her if I asked you two to do it?
Well, we don't actually know if Atticus released her.
What do you mean?
By the time we got back, her ropes were cut and there was no sign of them.
Back? Where the hell were you?
We were hungry. And we got lunch.
Once again! You idiots! You have one job! You had better hope we find them!
Well, if you don't have them and we don't have them, then who has them?
If I knew, I wouldn't be asking you! Now would I?
I suppose not. But we weren't going to lose them, you were.
I would be very careful what comes out of my mouth next if I were you. Some things can't be taken back. Now what were you saying?
What I was saying is that we'll find them.
Oh, just like the cops found Gabrielle in the first place.
Hey, no, that's not fair. I kept jeopardizing the evidence every time they got close.
From here on out, your only priority is finding Atticus and bringing him home.
We also need to find Gabrielle.
I don't care about that doll. Atticus is your focus. He means more to me than anyone or anything. I will offer anything to have Atticus back here.
Oh, here we go again. Atticus, the favorite.
Maybe Atticus doesn't even want to be found.
Quit being ridiculous! We are wasting valuable time!
Let me go back to the station and we'll put my best guys on it.
I don't trust your word anymore. I think we need to provide you with some incentive.
Let me take a trophy for every day that they don't find them.
That ought to be incentive enough.
No, we can't go around naming cops and expect to get away with it. People will start expecting answers. I think you need to understand what it's like to not know where your loved ones are.
I don't have any children.
I never said a thing about children. Vivian, do you still have the surveillance we did on his wife last month? In case we needed it?
Sure do.
Good. I think it's time I introduce myself. If you hurt one hair on her head, I'll Captain Shore. I never said a thing about hurting. Because from what I hear, all I gotta do is splash some of this.
So never go for it. She loves me.
Now are you sure about that? Because let me tell you, there's much more where that came from.
I still feel like we're missing something.
I don't know what it could be. We've gone over all of this 1,000 times, and every lead we follow goes cold.
I was certain they'd give her back once we handed them the evidence.
I'm going back to the Ritz. At least we know where they kept her.
I've told you before you can't come barging in here. They're working.
This is important.
Shirley, what are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be at home waiting for Gabrielle.
I was, but there was a knock on the door, and when I went to go answer it, this was on the step. It's addressed to both of us.
Wait, doesn't that look like Gabrielle's handwriting?
I think so. Yes, it is!
Wait, you may be destroying evidence. Use this.
Oh no!
What is it?
This can't be!
Dear Mom and Dad, I love you and will always love you. I hope you haven't been too worried. Please know that I'm safe and so happy. We had to run away as there was no way we could be together if we stayed.
If we stayed? What does she mean if we stayed?
Perhaps someday we'll be able to return and you'll be able to accept my husband. Yes, my husband. I've married Atticus Morello and we've decided to leave and start a new life where no one knows our past and where we can live free. I'm very happy and hope that in time you both can forgive me for not saying goodbye in person. Goodbye for now. I love you and hope you will come to accept my marriage and grow to love Atticus as much as I do. I've included a wedding picture for you, and as you can see, we are truly happy. I'll keep in touch. All my love, Gabrielle.
Dad, I know by now you're aware that I let Gabrielle go. I couldn't let her remain a pawn in your game, and I'm done with the business.
Done with the business?
I can hear your anger from here. Before you get too angry, please read what I have to say. I can't live this life anymore. I needed to leave.
Can't live this life? What do you mean, can't live this life? No one leaves their destiny!
I'm sure you're wondering how I could walk away from my family, this life, and of course, my destiny. I know you've always said that there's only one way to leave the business, but I found another way.
There ain't no other way, kid!
I know you don't believe there's another way, but there is. I've made sure there are no clues as to where that we've gone, so that you don't have to worry about anybody finding us.
Us? What do you mean, us?
Things changed the moment that I saw Gabrielle on the street. She's shown me that there's more to life than running the business. Life can be fun, carefree, and loving. As far as the business goes, you've got many years left, and perhaps in time, Vivian will be able to step into your shoes and take the reins. I've married Gabrielle Buchanan.
A cop's daughter.
Yes, Dad, a cop's daughter. Which is why we've decided to leave and start a new life where no one knows our past and where we can live free. We're happy and hope that someday you'll forgive me for leaving. If I stayed, there was no way I could have a life with Gabrielle, and I knew this was the only other way to leave the business. If you can't find me, no one else can either. Perhaps someday our paths will cross and we can share a drink to toast our happiness. Your son always, Atticus.
Atticus. And now, the end is near. And so I face the final curtains. My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. Atticus! Atticus, you know that I did it my way!
Wise men say only fools rush in. If I can't help falling in love with you, shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling
doesn't sleep, and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are logging away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York.
You need to be up here. Get up here. You can't be the co-writer and not be up here. Jesus. I don't know how many years. Come on, get down here.
That's my filter.
Let me know when you got it, Jake.
Where is he, Kim?
Over there.
Wait, what?
I hope I'm looking at the camera, because if I'm not, I'm going to
I have no idea where I'm looking, honestly.
Brad,
he's
up
over there,
here.
over
Over here.
He's up at the top
Dude,
right.
just cover the light. Did you get it?
Yes.
It's kind of bittersweet tonight, but this has been a smaller class. But I always said when I did drama that my whole idea was building drama family. Well, they all think of themselves as family now, and when we did the family pictures, they had fun, and there's a whole sense of Atticus and Dad, and I don't know how many times they've had arguments all semester. And when I first put out the cast, and we first put out the play, Noah's like, I'm Vinny! There's no way I'm anybody but Vinny! Vinny's hard! And we're like, well, you gotta earn it. He's like, I'm Vinny. And he goes, Kaden, you're gonna be Vivian. I'm even putting you as Vivian in my phone. he's like, Vivian! So they'll always be Vinny and Vivian. We'll always have an Atticus. For those of you that don't know, the gentleman that played our mob boss, Anthony Morello's real name is Freddie, which is why. Freddie!
Dairy Queen!
I have dog tags for all of the cast. We have three that are 30s that are leaving us, and we have two 30 pluses. So there are two people that got their mugs last semester and kind of came back. And Colby was finished last semester, but Colby's mother had to leave to go out east and missed him in his production. So we had the position of Benny. He stepped in, and we're awfully glad he did. So thank you, hon. Montana gave up every class and came as an extra student for us and gave up her time, and I don't think anybody else could have done it but you, sweetheart. So thank you for Gabrielle. She played Scarlet, more beautiful red. She played
Gabrielle in our beautiful red. She has got the most drop-dead gorgeous red grad dress you have ever seen. So she's just going to look absolutely amazing, and we hope she comes back to help because we don't want to lose her. And our other 330s that we're leaving is come up and get your cups. Marwa, come up, hon. Marwa. In her first place, she had a few lines. She had more lines. Today, honey, you rocked her. We saw her first in Pokes with a Punchline when she was in Beacon of Hope, and now she's in Time. Don't forget. And then we have Mr. Jarvis. Go, bro! Once I cast him in it, we had to change the name because when I had him in grade 9, for some reason I always called him Patrick. It was never Bradley, it was Patrick. So his character had to become Patrick.
He stopped correcting you eventually.
I know he did.
I don't care anymore.
He's one of the people up here that actually started when I didn't write. You were in Young Sherlock.
Oh, yeah.
Young Sherlock, yeah.
He missed an opening on that when it came out when, oh, I'm not supposed to be here.
I'm the Tom Holland of this drama.
Then he was in a Hoax and a Punchline and finally in Time. And then we've got our Kimberly. And Kimberly starred in probably one of our, well, she starred in All That Remains Is Dust. And she starred in All That Remains, and she was in the 1920s. And from the 1920s, she went to the 1950s. Notes with a Punchline, and was in the hospital losing her poor child. And then this time, there needs to be this theme here, you know? At least last time I got my daughter. Still loves you. She's right here.
Doesn't change the fact that she left.
She sort of loves you.
Yeah, at least you still have your daughter, unlike somebody here.
Stop. Here you go, sweetheart. Don't forget us. So thank you very much for coming. Make sure you go out and you wait for these guys to come out and take pictures. Remember, guys, these guys go first. Yep. We don't need to have 85 Morello and 25 cop pictures before these guys get theirs done.
Yeah, because you guys are amazing.
Yes! Don't touch my lipstick! Thank you.
How else is she gonna go?
We were waiting for you guys to go to the pictures.
The sooner they end up, the sooner they're there. Let's just cover that way.